I'm here in Waterstones in Perth with enormously popular Scottish writer Iain Banks, who is book signing his latest novel, Hydrogen Sonata. So welcome, Iain. Or should I say Sun Earther Iain Banks? That's your culture name.
Yes, absolutely. That's my culture name. Yeah.
So what can your fans look forward to in your latest novel?
Well, more of the culture stuff, which means very large spaceships with very long, silly names, and quite a lot of characters with long and somewhat preposterous names, and the floating, sarcastic suitcases that are the drones, which kind of play the part of well, androids or robots or whatever. But as I say, they just sort of float and have to have limbs.
So lots and lots of more that they're used
more
to.
Stuff.
More stuff.
Yeah, and some big explosions and space battles.
Very good. I quite fancy a culture name myself. What could you give me?
Well, actually, there's a way of giving you your
Can you work it
name,
out? Well, I'm Vivian, so what would that be?
Do you have a nickname or a favourite sort of
Pepper.
name? Pepper. Pepper, okay. And where are you from? Where
Scone, Perth.
Right, so there's a formula.
Right, you'll have to think about that one.
Yes.
You'll maybe get back to me on that one.
I don't know what mine is, yeah. Sun Earther. Well, yeah, you'd be Sun Earther, Vivian, Pepper, and then, of
Scone. Of Scooney or something like that.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, you're famous not just for your sci-fi, but also for mainstream fiction as well, aren't you? So, I was going to ask you about one of your novels. This one here I've brought, The Steep Approach to Garbadale. Now, it starts and finishes in Perth, doesn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Yes, that's right. And you mentioned one of the houses. Is it Alban? Is wanting to buy a house or something along the Isla Road?
Yeah,
Did you have a particular house in mind, or was it just
Sadly,
that area?
No, I just kind of like the look of them. They look nice. And
It's quite a posh area.
Very posh.
Yes.
It's that nice view out over the Inch, is that?
The North Inch, that's
North
right.
Inch,
It's absolutely lovely.
Yeah, I just thought, and it starts on a kind of fictitious estate.
Yes, that's right.
A bit down market.
Yes, well, that's right, because you mentioned, you do say about, you compare it to Perth in Australia.
Yes.
And you do say of Perth, you say there's lots of surf and sizzling Barbies and gleaming bronzed bodies, but sadly they're not the same in Perth, Scotland. Well,
not quite.
We do spray tan round here. We can be
I
bronzed.
try to steer clear of the whole spray tan thing, yeah. But,
it's nice to read a novel that actually mentions Perth, so that's lovely. Now, also going back to your sci-fi, Trekkies speak Klingon. Do culture fans learn now? Is it Marine or
Marine? Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Although I have got a photograph of me with a guy in I think it's Norwich he had some Marine, culture language symbols tattooed.
That's a serious fan.
Tattooing is quite serious.
That's a serious fan.
So yeah, that's about as serious sort of scene.
Yeah.
But there is no sort of easy pronunciation guide.
No.
Not yet. Anyway.
Not yet. Well,
perhaps in future.
That could be another book.
Yeah.
Now, you published your first novel in 1984, The Wasp Factory. Did you think you'd still be writing almost 30 years later, producing novels?
I don't think I thought that far ahead. I don't think you always do. But,
No.
if I thought about it, I'd probably thought, yeah, hopefully.
Was it a hobby for you then, Iain?
It was more than a hobby. I wanted to be a writer from primary school days. I've still got an old book that the teachers, I said, draw what you want to be when you grow up. So all my pals are drawing like astronauts or railway drivers, engine drivers. I drew a writer.
Really?
Well, I drew someone on the stage and writer.
Yeah, so you really did, that was your aspiration.
Oh yeah, that was from the age of 11 onwards.
And how hard was it to get your first novel?
Quite hard. It took me a decade and a half to become an overnight success. Yeah, well, I started trying to get books published when I was about 16. It was the day of my 30th birthday before The Wasp Factory was actually published, so it was quite a long time.
Because J.K. Rowling is famously known for being rejected by umpteen publishers who are kicking themselves now.
Absolutely, yeah.
So similar for yourself.
Same thing, yeah. I mean, Joseph Feller, the Catch-22, he was the same. He had just about every publisher in Manhattan rejected Catch-22. Yeah.
So it's not always a sign of whether you're good or bad. It's just
it's like Decca and the Beatles. They were kicking themselves forever. It's just luck, but it's in the end it's all about personal taste. It's about who actually gets to read the book or hear the demo tape or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a very hard thing to get right.
It is. Now, the novel, or The Crow Road, I was going to ask you about. It starts off, it was the day my grandmother exploded. Quite unforgettable words.
That was the idea.
Yes, that really catches the
Playing
attention.
to the grandstand of it there.
Now, it was adapted for television. Do you think any of your other novels, are there plans for any of them?
Yeah, there is. There's, the latest mainstream one that came out earlier this year, Stonemouth. There's talk about it being turned into a 2-part TV.
Excellent.
A very small mini-series, two. So yeah, they're hoping to start filming that late next summer. So
very good.
Fingers crossed that'll all happen.
The Culture series has never been made into film, has it?
Sadly, no.
No. Would you like that? Would you like that? Yeah.
But I know they'll get the ships wrong. They'll just make the ships look like Star Destroyers from the Star Wars movies.
Yes.
I know what they look like, but they are quite boring. They're just like sort of big shoeboxes with edges chamfered off.
But that could be
Apart
something.
from that,
could be
I'd
something
love to see them done properly. Yeah, that'd be great.
Now, in Whit, you mentioned haggis pakora.
Oh yes.
Have you ever tasted haggis pakora?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was a pakora bar place in Glasgow for a while. They had haggis pakora, a lot of other sort of Scottish and infusion stuff, and it was really good. I think I made up more than actually existed, but they had quite a few. But haggis pakora is perfect because haggis should be quite spicy.
Yeah.
It definitely benefits from being deep fried, whatever, and so they're ideal companions.
We should maybe get Simon Howie Butchers onto the
Definitely.
faction.
I would, yes.
Yes, he could do something. Now, finally, raw spirit. The research for that, your whiskey guide, that must have been tough.
It was onerous, it was demanding, it was one of those dirty jobs that someone had to do.
Yes.
Happily, I had lots and lots of friends and relations who were desperate to help me with the research, so it was relatively easy, when it really came down to it.
So what's your favourite tipple then? Which one would you recommend?
Well, actually, really my favourite was still Lafroig. I just like the slight sort of madness. You can't really sort of recommend that. It's a lot of people who love whiskey hate Lafroig.
Yeah.
It's just so, sort of in your face and a bit mad and salty and iodining. And so, I mean, there's lots of other whiskies are available. But that's one I'd probably always sort of go.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining Perthshire Online TV. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you.
My pleasure. Thank you.